What is that? I don't know if you guys can see, but back there, I guess my mom has a little shirt hanging up, and that scared the living crap out of me. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, hello. My name is 𝚒𝚗𝚚𝚜𝚒, and if you're not new here, welcome freaking back. I saw Miss, I like how I call every book girly that I watch Miss, like Miss Sarah, Miss Destiny, Miss Larry, Miss Heather, because they're the fucking queens. But I saw Larry Reads. She did this video and I wanted to follow her, okay? Why not do a little my favorite, you know, books for quarter one. Okay, so quarter one, we have January, February, March. We are in April, but then we can't do January, February, March, April, because then it wouldn't make sense. You know the math, 3, 12 months in a year. Yeah, I'm going to be talking to you guys about my favorite, books that I have read throughout January, February, and March. Let's get into it. This video is not going to be too long. Just gonna talk to you guys. Feeling like I'm getting too comfortable trying to talk professional to the camera, and okay, I'm gonna talk to y'all like I talk to my family. But I picked 5 books that I've truly really enjoyed, really thought about, or have been thinking about since January, February, March. Number 1, okay, I was seeing this series, or the book first, not the series, but I was saying this book. When it comes to series names, I'm not good with that. Like the first book, especially the first book, I just be adding book to my Goodreads, like want to read. And that book is Off Limits by Emma Creed. Basically the whole series is called Corrupt Cowboys. You guys, let me tell you something. I am a sucker, okay, for cowboy romances. Like, I eat them up. Cowboys, found family. Off Limits basically starts with like Garrett and Maisie. Garrett's father is remarrying and Maisie comes in with, the mother, and it's age gap as well. It is kind of giving like step, but I didn't feel that. They're not really step siblings for that long. That's so sad to say because stuff happens, so not for long, girl. But each book in the series, there's 2. There's like duets. First book, second book is like one brother. The third and fourth is like the next brother, and like the 5th and 6th book is like the next brother. Every time you associate with like a cowboy series, I automatically think about like the Chestnut Springs. But now that I think of like cowboy romances, I think of this series now because it is so good. There's plot. Like Emma Creed did something with it. I don't even think I said like the brothers' names, but it's like the Carson ranch, okay? The Carsons. So the 3 brothers are Garrett Carson, Wade Carson, and Cole Carson. Oh my god, I especially ate up the last 2 books of the series, Cole Carson. I hope Emma Creed like does more with the series, and I know she has like other interconnected like another series. I tried reading the novella for that book and I did not enjoy it. Highly encourage reading the series. It was so good. Like, if you need another cowboy, here's a rec, okay? Here's a rec. I'm gonna put all the books here, read them, girl, and then come back to me. I'll wait. You read them? Did you read them? Definitely will be rereading because like I read them so fast that I feel like I like missed stuff. Really enjoyed the series by Emma Creed. The next, it's in the series, but I'm just gonna say one book, but the ACOTAR series. I read the first 3 books last year at the end of the year, and then I read A Court of Frost and Starlight, and then I read A Court of Silver Flames. So for the second book that I loved, A Court of Silver Flames, I did a ranking of like the ACOTAR series and I put A Court of Silver Flames first. I honestly don't know. Like, I would put A Court of Silver Flames and A Court of Mist and Fury like together, okay? They're both on top for me, but I really enjoyed Nesta and Cassian. I am a Nesta lover, hardcore, okay? But I truly loved, I really loved Nesta and reading about her. I did not like hate her like throughout the books at all. I really understood like her character. Let me justify what I just said, because SJM hardcore fans scare me, okay? Y'all scare me a little bit. As an older sibling, I love this, okay? I love this because I understand her. I related to her so much. Seeing Nesta, mentally, physically, like trying to get herself together, that's something that I related with, and I loved seeing her character development. I loved that Feyre, and I know it's very, I don't want to say controversial, everybody has their own opinion, but I loved how Feyre was like, no, you're gonna go to, what was that at the beginning of the book? They went to the House of Wind. Not me forgetting, okay? But I know that I love this fucking series, okay? Yeah, I think it was the House of Wind. I loved that Feyre was like, no, we're gonna get you together. You are gonna do this. You are gonna do that. And Feyre is the fucking youngest. She is the youngest, and I give everything to Feyre. I feel like if because I have younger siblings, but if my sister was like, we're gonna get you together, I will owe my fucking life to her. I would. And to see, I won't spoil anything if you haven't read the series, but to see like Nesta give back to her with what she did when Feyre was laying on that bed, that's all I'm gonna say. And Cassian, like, Cassian had his moment. God, now I'm just like thinking back to when I read this book. Like, thoughts are coming back to me. I had a thought where I was like, Nesta, you need to apologize. Go to fucking Cassian and talk to him. Okay. Oh, let me be careful, girl. Okay, these books weren't cheap. Stop being rude to Cassian. Like, he's just trying to fucking help you. So good. Love it. Can't wait to see what book is next in the series, because I know Miss Sarah J Maas is cooking something up. She's cooking up, okay? Nesta lover forever. I am a fucking hardcore H.D. Carlton lover. I love all her books. I have read Shallow River. I have read Does It Hurt. Love all her books and her writing. And she is a... What the fuck is that? Is that a spider? Y'all, I don't do spiders. Hold on, girl. But what was I saying? Oh, love H.D. Carlton's books. I love the book that just came out, Where's Molly? It's so nice to read about Molly Devereaux. Is that her last name? I believe so. Yeah, Molly Devereaux. I know dark romance isn't for everybody, and I feel like there's this whole like tip on TikTok or Booktok about the books, but I truly really enjoy them. Obviously, we don't condone any of this fucking shit in real life. Keep fictional. Molly's character, because we get like, you know, her backstory and her family. Oh my god, like I was getting so nervous, mad for her. Like the way that like authors can really put like characters through the ringer, and I'm like speechless. And then towards the end of Where's Molly, I think you had to read a little bit. She meets people, and to see, like, I don't want to say it because there are people who haven't read it, but it was so nice seeing these characters, seeing them come together. Oh, I literally was like tearing up. But if you're watching this and if you have read Haunting Adeline and Hunting Adeline, go read Where's Molly, because it is a spinoff. This next book literally put me through the freaking ringer, okay? I did a reading vlog for it as well. I was reading a sad book. I read 1,000 Boy Kisses by Tilly Cole. That book, like, my heart, thinking about it and just like reading it, my heart was so heavy. Like I was crying so much, my eyes were like very swollen. But yeah, 1,000 Boy Kisses by Tilly Cole. This is a young adult book, but like I was seeing everybody like crying, and I'm like, what is going on? Why is everybody crying? So like I have to join in on the crying. But okay, Poppy, you know, one kiss lasts a lifetime, 1,000 kisses can last a lifetime. I was like, okay. I'm reading. Oh my god, no, I was like crying the fucking first chapter. I am such an like empathic and emotional person. Like I really am. What happened in this book broke me. Heart, the feelings are coming back, and my heart is like heavy, bro. I had to like take like a day after recording, and I was like, wow. Loved everything. Rune was so sweet to Poppy. I could literally cry. No, we're not. No, I've done enough crying. Highly recommend reading this and just like opening your eyes a little bit, because after reading this, I truly felt like I looked at life a little bit differently, because people have it worse. For the last book, I have not read from this author before, but I was seeing this book and it was like a slow burn. I don't know what video it was, but this girl made a video like a slow burn, like so much tension. I was like, girl, I live for that. I live for that. If I'm saying this wrong, I'm so sorry. But it's not 𝚒𝚒𝚒𝚜𝚒 by Carrie Lake. I have never read by Carrie Lake before, but I went into this book. This is like forbidden student and like professor. This is a gothic romance as well, a gothic romance. I haven't read too many gothic romance. I think the only one that I have read was, yeah, I think it was 𝚒𝚒𝚒𝚒𝚒𝚒𝚒𝚒𝚒𝚒. I think I need to read more, because I kind of like that style of writing. like that dark academia vibe, like the mystery, like it's so good. But I read 𝚒𝚑𝚜𝚒𝚜. The tension, okay, the tension was so good in this book. Also in this book, it had to deal with like parasites and stuff like that, and it goes into like specific details, and I was getting kind of like squeamish, but like it made the book for real. This book follows Lila and Deverick. Deverick is the professor, Lila is a student, and Lila's mother passes away from like a mysterious illness, and like these parasites and stuff like that, she's really loved to take care of her like sister, and like she also lives with her like stepfather, all while literally like trying to get through college. Lila writes this paper about like, you know, her mother's illness and like what she had and all of that stuff, and it had to deal with like the parasites. It's passed on to the 𝚒𝚑𝚜𝚒𝚜 University. The story just like takes off from there, her trying to work with like Professor Bramwell, that's his last name, Deverick Bramwell. There's secret society in here too. I hope Carrie Lake like does another book, because he has a brother, like he has a twin, so like I really want to read about his brother, but I went to her Insta and I don't know if she's doing like brother or anything. I'm not seeing anything, but I hope she does. So for my top 5 books / series that I have loved for quarter 1 of the year so far. Let me know some of your guys' reads that you have loved, that you have read so far in the year. That's really all from me, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. All of my social throw up is down below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.